Hey there, how are you doing? Anything exciting and wonderful and fabulous in your heart, in your mind, in your thoughts? How are you doing with compliments? Have you received a compliment lately? Or have you given a compliment lately? You know, those little ones of, hey, I really like your hair. I like your smile. I like your outfit. Oh, that looks like yummy food that you just ordered. Well, we're going to talk about compliments. I am Jacqueline, your professional matchmaker and founder of Discover Love Matches. And as a matchmaker for so many years, I absolutely encourage and inspire and get inspired from other people's compliments. The power of positive words and acknowledgement are so important. And I had a couple interesting things that have come up recently. One, I was at this really cool event and I noticed that they were kind of doing this neat little getting to know you as people came into their event, and they had people write down compliments. And so I was talking to the lady in charge and she was like, yes, you've got to share this with your people. So at our June 1st event, we had everyone that walked in the door write a compliment on a card and tape it to the wall. And so the whole evening, people could kind of walk around, read little compliments. They were mostly anonymous, some weren't. And it was such a positive energy to be around. And then I thought about a time when I was dating someone who was sweet, wonderful, kind in so many ways, but absolutely neglectful in compliments. And I didn't realize how much that would impact me. And so seeing the impact of my event with everybody writing compliments and walking up to people complimenting, and then my own personal experience of being with someone that truly never told me I look nice, never complimented me on my jewelry or my hair or my outfit. Because, you know, we as ladies, we like to dress up and impress the man we're with. We want them to notice. Now, he loved to receive the compliment when I would say something about what he was wearing. He would let me know how much that means to him, how much he appreciated it, but he never seemed to give it back. Now, I did spend time with him a lot because he was very generous in other ways. And he was full of compliments about my brain, which was great, and how I look at life and my perspective, my spiritual, my work ethic, my upbringing. And so those conversations really were exciting, but it was fascinating because I found that after a handful of dates, I actually wasn't feeling excited to see this person. And it was very confusing to me because all the other on paper seemed so great. And it was such a bizarre situation. Like, I even told him at one point after we stopped dating, you know, I actually started dressing for other people to notice because, you know, girls at least are going to dress up because another gal is going to comment on her purse, comment on her lipstick, comment on something she did with her hair, comment on her shoes. Like, we girls, we look out for each other. And we kind of notice when maybe the person they're on a date with isn't noticing these things. So we make sure that someone, somehow, if I'm going to leave my home, I'm hoping somebody's going to notice that I put some effort into my attire, my look, my hair, my smile, my whatever. And if your date isn't doing that, you're going to look somewhere else. And I think we have to stop and remember the power of compliments because he gave so few and nothing about my looks, which I totally am fine, but I understood in my own mind that actually started to make me not compliment other people. It's kind of like, you know, the smile is contagious, the yawn is contagious, compliments are contagious too. When somebody compliments you, you kind of want to say something nice back to them. I try not to every time to be like, oh yeah, your hair's nice too, because then you're not really receiving. But then a moment later, you could say, hey, actually, I really like your purse. You know, notice things. Make a point to notice the extra. People are doing things so they're not invisible. So they do stand out a little bit. And I have to admit, I kind of took compliments for granted until spending time with somebody who didn't give them. You know, I'm a hugger. If I was dating somebody who didn't hug, I would start to feel weird because I wasn't getting that. So remember what really matters to you and don't lose it in a courtship, regardless of all the great things. Granted, not every partner can give you everything you want, but also some people don't know that they're not being complimented. I have to say that a lot of people's behavior is based on their past, the behavior of what happened before you. So sometimes it takes just a conversation to let the other person know, they haven't really said these things, because I think we think a lot in our minds and we don't talk enough about what we're thinking. And so we often are thinking, and I've said this to people that don't compliment, they're like, oh my gosh, no, she is beautiful. She is wonderful. She totally has a great eyes and smile. And I love what she was wearing. I'm like, but did you ever tell her a single one of those compliments? And they'll kind of think, you know what, I don't think I did. But in their head, they do. And I know I'm guilty of that. Oh my, there's so many times I later go, oh, I was so focused on what I was doing, I didn't stop and do the compliment. So I'm going to read from the notes that were left up at our quarterly party in June. And I want this to inspire you to start thinking about compliments. So, beautiful eyes. These aren't for me. These are, everybody wrote compliments that they have received recently. So these are for our members writing about other compliments. And my whole thing is, if somebody remembers when they walk into another event, a compliment that they have received, that is a genuine compliment. And to think about the fact that it's stuck with them well after, because these aren't compliments that they received when they walked in the door. These are compliments they received previous to entering our event. You have a beautiful smile, pretty blue eyes. You have a beautiful singing voice. Now, that's a nice compliment. You're easy to talk to. I have a big heart. You're a good listener. You are always so fun to be together with. A smile like Buddha. Well, that's a good one. You're a good listener with a smiley face, good sense of humor. You have a beautiful smile. Another one of those. The smile's important. You know a lot about airplanes. So somebody noticed things that they know a lot about. You have such a kind smile. I trust you. Well, that one gives me goosebumps, and that obviously meant a lot to our member. Nice hair. You are kind and considerate man. That's a true compliment. Best feet. Now that's seriously, as I am so not a foot person, I'll pay people to take care of my feet. So when I see that, that is impressive that somebody was given that compliment. Another, pretty eyes. You are hilarious. That's an awesome compliment. Nice smile. You have nice eyes. We do. Look at the eyes, don't we? You have a lovely smile. And I would give someone the shirt off my back. That's a true compliment. And you know that people notice that you're kind and generous too. You are approachable. Oh, that's a big one. How many people aren't approachable? So when you receive that compliment, take that one big time. And your smile makes my day. And I can't believe that is yours. Wow. That, I love that. Like, that was just a handful of the compliments that our members wrote down at the beginning of our party. So I want to challenge you to get out and compliment 5 people, or 10, 5 or 10, and get out and let people know you notice them. Might be just the bartender when you go and get happy hour next. Thank them for the great service. Thank them for being so prompt and attentive. Thank them for making you laugh or giving you a great suggestion. Maybe it's your neighbor for thanking them for taking such great care of their yard. Maybe it's your siblings for letting them know you appreciate them, inviting you to get-togethers or checking in on you. Maybe it's a great date and you're just like, they looked awesome. It doesn't matter if you've fallen madly in love with them. It means that you notice them. You can tell if somebody puts forth some effort. And if they get some positive reinforcement, they're going to keep doing it. What happens so often is we take it for granted that the other person doesn't really need a compliment or acknowledgement. They already know they're pretty. They already know that they're warm and kind. They probably already heard a million times they've got a great smile. So therefore, why should you have to say it again? Well, I can tell you personally, our tank never fills up with compliments. We want to know we are not invisible. We want to know that we've caught your attention. We want to know that you're proud to be seen with us. We want to know that we're worth a little extra. We want to know that we matter. We want to know that you're proud to get together and hang out, and you're looking forward to seeing us. Maybe you're just excited to see our eyes. Maybe you're ready for that big, huge smile. Maybe you just want the big hug, whatever it is. If somebody gives really good hugs, let them know. Nobody knows they're good at something unless somebody else goes, you know, I'm pretty impressed. I like this about you. I love how you always show with this kind of attitude that makes me happy. You are hilarious, you're fun, you're exciting, you're optimistic, you have a great perspective. Just take some time to stop and pause and notice. Are you giving the compliments? You know, we've talked about the please and thank yous, and those are manners and they make a difference. But stop and notice people. Stop the person walking down the street and just comment what an adorable dog they have. Comment on whatever their shoes that they're wearing. I was walking early in the mornings. I get up and I take long walks, and I power up my day. And I see this two gentlemen walk out of a business building, and they're totally in deep thought. And then the guy, one of them, turns his head and goes, "Whoa, I like those shoes." Doesn't look at me. He just stares at my shoes, and then keeps talking about my shoes, and then goes right back to his business meeting. And so, you know, it was still a compliment, and it made me laugh and giggle. But it was something that he could have easily just not blurted out, but he did. And I'm glad. Yes, a little eye contact would help, but it meant something for him to say it out loud. So get out there and do 5 or 10 compliments and let me know the reaction. Also, when you receive a compliment, take a moment to stop and say thank you. You know, when we blow people off and go, "Oh, this old dress, oh, I barely did anything. I just, you know, put my hair to the side," or, "Oh, these earrings, gosh, I've had them forever." Don't dismiss the compliment. Say, "Thank you. I appreciate that." Or, "These came from a trip that I took that was really wonderful." It's a conversation piece. It's a way to break the ice. Give people the chance to hear that their compliment was a good thing, a positive thing, something you're very glad that they did, because when you reinforce it, chances are the ripple will continue and they will continue doing the same thing. More compliments, more possibilities. So remember, take a moment when you see your date, find something on them physically that is attractive, something that you like. Maybe it is just the coat that they wore. Maybe it's just the way that they pick the table, the way that they smile. You don't have to be madly in love with the person to be politely giving a compliment. And be sure to let them know at the end of the date something that you enjoyed by sharing time together. Again, it's not all about, are you my person, as much as showing respect and kindness and warmth to another human. Because you know what? When you fill somebody up with lots of goodness and wonderfulness, it's just gonna ooze on out to you in the best kind of way. I am Jacqueline, professional matchmaker and founder of Discover Love Matches. We're here to support you to find love, enjoy love, and keep love. And let's get the conversation going with compliments, and let me know how it goes for you.